60 Minutes, a man that changed America forever, Martin Luther King Jr. Good evening, I'm Joe Hansen. Tonight we are going to be interviewing someone that has changed America forever. We have Atlanta's own Martin Luther King Jr. This man has done many great things in his life, including help stop segregation, discrimination, and many landmarks for us as Americans. We'll be right back with our segment on this leader himself.
Hello, Martin. How you doing?
Hello, gentlemen. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Good. So tonight we're just going to ask you a couple of questions on your life. The first one is about how do you think the United States have changed over the years?
Well, since I was born January 15th, 1929, I've seen our country make many new strides towards growing as a nation and, more importantly, as a society. We have grown closer to my goals of equality and civil liberties for all people.
Well, that's great, but how would you encourage people to get involved?
Well, the key to becoming a good citizen is getting involved yourself. There's a difference between moral support and just making a change. Personally, I give speeches to encourage people to get up and make a change themselves. You need a good leader to lead the people to make a difference. If you decide to act, others will follow and they will be more inclined to help you in your cause. All you need to do is give people a reason to act and they will follow you.
Very well put, Martin, but what is the most important thing you do to help your community?
Well, the most important thing, or one of them, is to vote. When you vote, you pick a leader, and the leader decides what goes on, what laws are passed, and how your country or community is run. A bad leader could lead to bad decisions, bad choices, bad rules, and overall the decline of the United States or your community. It is essential that you vote for our government leaders, otherwise it always ends poorly.
You mentioned a bad leader. What makes a good leader?
A good leader has to be smart, decisive, and brave. They need to make smart decisions and have good reasons to back them up. If you are led to do something that will result badly, that could have been avoided by a smart leader, they need to be able to make decisions that will benefit the people. They can't decide that doing nothing is just as bad as doing the wrong thing. They need to be brave because they have to take the good as well as taking the bad. They need to be able to face a problem and take it on and take a chance.
Very well put, very well put. Well, thank you, Martin. We'll be back in a moment.
I don't see why people spit out their stride. I mean, it's such a good gum, but I would never want to throw it out.
Welcome back. We're with one of history's most influential people, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Now, Martin, you have become very well known from your speech, I Have a Dream. Can you tell us about the day that you gave that speech?
Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, and so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, it is a dream. I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice and sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they are not judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racist, with its governor having her lips dripping with the words interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. And that pretty much sums it up. I really felt good after that speech. I felt like I made a difference.
Do you think that you helped other people too?
I believe that my speech changed the whole world and affected many more people, not just African Americans. After that speech, I believe I encouraged the wave of equal rights and civil liberties across the globe and affected millions of people.
Well, wasn't that a magnificent speech? We've gotten a request from an 8th grade class from Middletown, New Jersey. They wanted to know how Martin Luther King marched through a beat of a different drummer.
Well, I believe I can answer that one for you. Martin had to live a life under government that didn't support black people's rights and equality. He had to live in a world not meant for him, a white man's world.
I'd like to add to that, if I may. If it weren't for the small businesses denying people equal access, they wouldn't have revolted. The government didn't try to support the blacks, but people who owned small businesses didn't either. They wouldn't serve blacks, charge them more, and things of that nature.
Also, there are many public services that caused the protests, too. The buses had certain seating areas, different toilets, water fountains, and public schools. Even some libraries distributed different quality books, depending on the skin color.
Martin had to live by many different people wanting him to do many different things. He had to overcome all of these to achieve equal rights and equal freedoms. Martin was a truly great man, and we pay our respects to him today. Thank you for watching this episode of 60 Minutes.
Well, I believe I can answer that one for you. Martin had to live a life under government that didn't support black people's rights and equality. He had to live in a world not meant for him, a white man's world, my world.
I burped.
And I said my world for a white man's world.
You're so mean.
Well, I believe I can answer that one for you. Martin had to live a life under government that didn't support black people's rights and equality. He had to live... What is funny? Well, I believe I can answer that one for you. Martin had to live... Why are you looking at me? God.
This kid looked at you and you went, do
Yeah, because I'm like this way and you're like...
Hey.
Well, I believe I can answer that one for you. Martin had to live a life under government... what the f... Why did I stop?